Hi everyone, it's me, Julie from Alaska Company. Today we are interviewing Doug from Kaladi Brothers. He runs it and he is going to give us a nice big long tour. It is amazing what they do. They have quite an operation out there. So I hope you guys enjoy. We do carry their beans in our store and a lot of you love them. Very tasty, excellent, and let's just see what they do.
Alaska Company is the place to be. Yeah, it's 100% for you and for me.
Okay.
Where the coffee is hot.
All right. Hi, are you Julie?
Hi.
Welcome to
This is Jaden, my son, and Samantha.
Nice to meet you.
Hey guys, nice to meet you. Tour here. First off, thanks for selling our coffee. I think you guys are our most Eastern account that we have, so that's cool.
Everyone loves it, Doug. Everyone.
Good. All right.
Yes. So, yes, we're excited to have you on Alaska Company podcast, and we would like to showcase you guys, Kaladi Brothers, all the way from. Are you in Anchorage, right? Anchorage, Alaska.
That's right. Anchorage, Alaska. We've been roasting coffee here since 1986. Yeah, and then I'll tell you a little bit about our Black Cup brand as well. I'm going to talk kind of about both Black Cup coffee and Kaladi coffee because the history kind of interweaves a little bit. But we're out front of our original Kaladi Brothers store here. This one opened in '86, I believe.
Okay.
So this is our number one store, and then behind in the back is where we roast all the coffee and everything. So I'm going to take you guys back there to show you all that. Go on inside here, and I'll show you guys around. I've been working here for I think 17 years. I do coffee buying for the company, so working with the importers on green coffee, and doing all the quality control and tasting and everything. But then I've come from a background where I did roasting and driving and all sorts of stuff for the company. I've been here a long time, so
Wow.
go inside here. So
I love the view.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's nice and quiet. All right.
Hi.
Oh, hey, what's up? You guys are on my live Zoom. This
Hi,
is
everybody.
Reagan. She's our barista trainer. So she goes all around and trains our customers on barista skills.
Awesome. Nice to meet you. Wonderful.
Alaska Company. They're in Connecticut. They should sell our coffee.
Nice to
over.
meet you.
This is Julie.
Hi. Nice to meet you guys.
So yeah, this is our service department. I'm going to take you guys through. So one of the big parts of our company is taking care of people's equipment.
Okay.
And we sell new equipment, La Marzocco, Nueva Simonelli, Mazer, a bunch of brands. But yeah, this is our service department. You can see all the equipment here. Say hi, that's Kurt, that's Sean.
Hi, guys. Nice to meet you. Hello.
So yeah, these guys make sure everyone's equipment's in working condition. We work with equipment all over the state as far as Barrow and Nome and Southeast and Kodiak and all over the state. So
Oh, wow. No, so you basically are able to just fix anything that they have issues with as far as and you guys sell them too, right? You sell equipment too, you were telling me.
yep, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of equipment, and there's a lot of cafes still opening, so we're selling a lot of equipment. Yeah, so I'm going to take you guys here back to the roasting space. I just got to pop on my hairnet real quick. 1 second.
Okay.
Now that I'm in the food production zone, get to rock this cool hairnet. But yeah, so this is our roasting room here. So you can see all the green coffee. A little loud back here. But yeah, we bring up, I think last year we did about 1.5 million pounds of coffee.
Whoa.
That is
Okay.
a lot.
That is a lot. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
so yeah, I've been growing every year and pretty awesome. So when I started here, we were doing all the bagging and roasting in this one room, and now we've kind of taken over this whole building. And I'm going to show you guys our new roasting space too. We're in another building next door. We just are about done with a new space. So you guys
Okay.
get a little sneak peek of that new space.
That's exciting. Okay. And
But yeah, behind me are the two roasting machines.
all
So we
right.
roast on what's called a Loring S70. It's a 70 kilo roaster. All these bags of coffee here, this is all green coffee. It's about the equivalent of 14 burlap bags, which is imagine 14 of those, but we've been buying these what's called super sacks lately. So this is just all green coffee inside.
Okay.
Let me show you kind of what green coffee looks like if you guys haven't
Coffee.
seen it before.
I want to see this.
So yeah, this is green raw coffee.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Interesting.
So
And
coffee is a dried seed of a fruit. And then they dry the coffee when they process the coffee down to about a 10% moisture content. And then it's shelf stable to then ship all over the world.
wow.
So yeah, you can see a batch actually going here behind me.
Cool.
So this one is it's about 75% through the profile here. But yeah, there it goes. And then it's going to drop into this cooling tray and cool the coffee down. But it takes us about anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to do a batch of coffee.
Okay. Wow.
And temperature wise, it goes up to about 400 and anywhere from 440 to about 480 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah, here's some right here.
Wow, that's amazing. That's very fast. It's faster than I thought.
That is awesome.
That's
So
really
yeah, we can do. Sorry, I can't hear that well in here. It's like,
that's okay.
but yeah, so we can do about I don't know anywhere. We can do about 3 pallets of coffee a day, which is I don't know 6,000 pounds or so, a little bit more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And what are are you guys doing flavors right now, or is it just like a certain roast, like a medium roast or dark roast?
We don't do any flavored coffees. Everything is just like the pure coffee,
Okay.
and all the flavor notes that we get are from the inherent coffee itself.
Okay.
But we roast every coffee that's in this room here has a very specific roast profile. So that little curve that was on the screen that you guys can kind of see in the background, those are designed to kind of highlight certain characteristics that we really like in the coffee.
Right.
So playing with obviously the temperature and how dark it's going to be, but also how fast or how long the roast is going to be will affect the acidity and body and what kind of flavors you can kind of coax out of the coffee.
Okay.
So that part's my favorite part is like, I when I buy the coffees, I kind of know their potential, and then like we got to scale it up into a bigger version of that from the sample roast that I made my initial purchase from. So yeah.
Okay. And then you source these beans all over. Is that correct? Or
Yeah, we're working with about 10 different origins.
okay.
And then throughout the year, we do also a coffee of the month program at our cafes where we have a seasonal coffee. So yeah, that we buy 12 of those throughout the year. So we're probably throughout the year, probably about 20 different origins we're buying from.
Okay. All righty.
Yeah.
That is interesting. And now how much do you ship your coffee all over the US, or do you do anything out of the country?
We have a few random accounts, kind of like I think there's one in China that we work with. There used to be one in Norway. This guy that was an Alaskan guy that lived in Norway that we had a cafe. He has since moved back to Alaska, so we don't work with him anymore. But yeah, we have a few random kind of international ones. And then in the lower 48, probably, I don't know, we could do a lot of internet business, but wholesale wise, it's probably like, I don't know, 20 or 30 accounts maybe in the lower 48 that we work with. But I think you're the most eastern one, so
Yeah. Connecticut, yes, we're out here. And people love that idea that you guys are from Alaska. Yes.
yeah.
Now I do know that you guys do have the symbol of the goat on it. Do you know the history behind that? Your logo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell you all about that. So the kind of the origin story about how coffee was here, I'm gonna go outside. How coffee was discovered was back in like year 900. There was a coffee or a goat herder named Kaladi, and he was in the highlands of Ethiopia with all of his goats, and they were eating these mysterious red cherries, and they were getting all like hyped up and jumping around and galloping around, and the goat herder Kaldi didn't understand why they were going so crazy. They took these coffee cherries back to the monastery where they lived, and the monk at the monastery deemed that these cherries were like black magic because they were making the goats go all crazy.
Oh my goodness.
And then they threw these cherries into a fire. And as they were burning in the fire, they released this really lovely smell. And they were like, oh man, maybe we can make this into a drink and grind the coffee seeds inside and turn it into a beverage, kind of similar to how they were preparing their tea at the time. And that's sort of the origin story. I don't know if there's much truth to it, but it's the story we like to tell. But
That is quite a story. That
yeah,
that's
so
funny.
they didn't know like all that caffeine was just making the goats go crazy, and that's where our galloping goat logo over here comes from.
Right.
But
That's
yeah,
interesting.
this is our
Wow.
community truck, by the way. So whenever we do like events, we use this truck to set up, and we have an espresso machine inside. And anytime this is set up in an event, it's free. So we do free coffee, free hot chocolate, all that, free lattes. Um,
That's awesome. That's
yeah,
very nice. I love that.
here's some bags driving around.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna hit me.
That would be hey, how are you?
That's Chris. He runs our warehouse, so he helps fill your guys' orders. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So now this is the whole warehouse area where you do majority of everything right here.
Yeah, so this is the roasting space, and I'm going to take you guys down to the packaging area real quick.
Okay.
Actually, before I go down there, I'm going to go into this tasting room real fast. This is
All
my
right.
favorite room. Let me go through here. I'll give you a quick kind of a little maze in here. So this is my favorite room in the whole building. It's our tasting space.
Wow.
So on Friday, actually last week, I sample roasted some coffee. So they send us little sample coffee pouches of green coffee. And
Okay.
then I will bring them over here to our sample roaster, which is this little guy. It does just 100-gram samples, so very small amount. And you can see here some more like green samples from the importers. And then what we're going to do is, do a little light test roast. We usually do it pretty light so we can taste all of its characteristics without any like distraction from the roast flavors.
Right.
And then and then they get put in these little cups. And so later today I'm going to taste all these. These are some coffees that we're looking at buying for our featured coffee of the months and
Oh, wow.
some other stuff. So I'm always doing that in here. And
That's
then
neat.
and you can see a bunch of samples just here, kind of going through stuff. We also do this with our production coffees to make sure they're all tasting the way we want them to taste and all that.
That's interesting. And that I'm sure that's a very important part of what you do, is testing and tasting everything that you're going to use in the future. Is it
Mhm.
for current future? Is that what it is basically for what's upcoming?
Yeah, for the featured seasonal coffees for our cafes, I try to buy those pretty only a few at a, I don't try to buy too far in advance because the idea of those coffees is they're fresh seasonal arrivals. So
Okay.
every origin is bringing coffee into the United States at different times of the year. So I
Okay.
try to feature coffees that are literally just landed in the States within like a month or two, and then we get them up here and try to get them, on our cafe bars as fast as possible. So that's what's the fun part about those. And then the other coffees we're sourcing for a whole year. So we buy those knowing that we need a whole annual supply of those coffees.
Okay.
And because every origin except for Colombia, it just has one crop cycle of coffee. So you have to source that coffee, know exactly how much you need of it to carry you to the next crop next year. And so hopefully you can forecast it all right. So that's why we chart all of our roast amounts about what we're producing, so we can accurately forecast what we're going to need to buy the following year.
Okay. That's
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah.
As far as now, I did hear that you guys are expanding still in your company and you have 14, do you have 14 spots right now in your
Yeah,
locations?
14 Kaladi stores and one Black Cup store.
one block up store.
Yep.
Oh, Black Cup store. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
We do have Black Cup. Actually, we carry that brand here too.
Yeah, I know you do. We should go real quick. I'll go over the history real quick.
Okay.
So Black Cup started as a company called Cafe Del Mundo.
Okay.
And it was started in 1975 by a guy named Perry Merkel. It was the first specialty coffee roasting company in all of Alaska. He operated, I think at his peak, he had about 9 cafes throughout Anchorage.
Wow.
A lot of them were connected to the Cars grocery stores.
Yes. Cars grocery store.
Yeah, and
I know Cars grocery store very well. I remember when because I was born and raised there. So yes.
Yep, they're still around, but Safeway bought them, so it's they're all kind of getting rebranded a little bit.
Oh.
But we do a lot of work with them. So anyway, Perry operated all those stores, and then he retired in 2011.
Okay.
And then Kaladi Brothers purchased his company, Cafe Del Mundo, and then we rebranded in 2015. We rebranded the whole company to Black Cup. And we just decided that Cafe Del Mundo, it was a well-known brand and everything, and that's why it's still kind of part of our new brand. It still says Cafe Del Mundo on it, but we wanted to also let people know that it was kind of a refreshed brand. And so we brought on a bunch of new blends, new coffees, roasted a little bit differently, and so yeah, that's kind of how
Okay.
Black Cup came to be. And then and then Kaladi started in 1984 on the street. And I say 84 because it wasn't really called Kaladi at the time, but it was kind of the first iteration of what our company was kind of becoming to be. But it was a guy named Brad Bigelow.
Okay.
He moved up here from Olympia, Washington, and he brought what he kind of saw the coffee scene that was happening in Seattle, and he brought it up to Alaska. He set up a little coffee cart in downtown Anchorage. By the visitor center, and he had a little cart with an umbrella, a lover style, like old school espresso machine. And at that time, he was sourcing his coffee from Del Mundo, so there was kind of a little overlap almost of our two brands.
Oh, that's funny. That's interesting.
Yeah, and so he ran that for a few years, and then in 1986, he actually started roasting coffee in the space that I just showed you. Obviously, the roasters were a lot smaller at the time, but yeah, so that's how he started. And then then we built out a service department because we saw this need for people wanting to buy espresso machines, and they needed maintenance and all that kind of stuff. And then it's just since grown over the years to 14 Kaladi stores, 1 Black Cup store.
Wow.
And so that's it. And then we're still growing fast.
And so now when I lived in Alaska, coffee was really actually pretty big. I mean, and I did look up just recently that coffee, I believe, is the third. You guys are the third most popular. Like it's like a big deal. Like in the United States of America, you guys are up there as one of the biggest coffee places in the U.S. Is that true? Or I looked that up.
I know in Alaska we are for sure. We're definitely the biggest roaster up here, but nationally, I don't know. I don't probably not even close. There's some pretty big ones out there.
Yeah.
But in Alaska, we're big fish here at least.
Yeah, you guys are. People love their coffee there. And as far as like pulling in and going to like coffee trucks and different things like that, you guys, I remember doing that years ago there. You don't see them as much out here in New England. You're starting to see them now a little bit more.
Mhm.
But I think it's because of how tight we are out here. You know, you guys have a lot more, land to do stuff like that with. Yeah, so that is so interesting that, the history behind how you guys started. And that must have taken off so big out there that, him just even starting with a cart on the street. And now, as far as your stores, do you guys, I know that you guys do have a lot good training for a lot of your baristas, and you're big on that.
Oh yeah. Every wholesale account that we set up that's serving espresso, we'll give them complimentary training with Reagan, who you guys met. So yeah, that's an important part of that's kind of how we protect our brand a little bit is, ensure our customers are confident serving espresso and know all the, the foundational information they need to steam milk properly and pull good espresso shots and all that kind of stuff. So
Right,
yeah.
so they could stay consistent in the taste. That's important.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right. That is
We're
very
gonna take you
good.
guys out to one of our cafes here real quick too. Just
Okay.
give you a little change of scenery.
Oh, look at that. Everybody's in there. That's so cool.
Yeah, this is our first store. So
Wow.
this is Amber, our manager.
Hi, Amber. Nice to meet you.
One of our best customers here. He's here every day.
Hi.
Little quick
Hello.
scene.
Hi. Hey guys, how's it going from Connecticut? That's awesome.
Pass through there. They're all busy, so I don't want to get in their way too much. But let me
That's
put on my
awesome.
hairnet again. So yeah, it's cool having the cafe right next to where we roast the coffee because we all get free coffee all day, so that's a cool benefit.
And you guys are in downtown Anchorage right now? Is that where you're at? Or-
Kind of midtown.
Okay, Midtown.
Yeah, and then
I do remember Anchorage, but where are you guys in logistics for me a little bit if I was to go there?
we're between Diamond Boulevard and Dowling.
Okay.
Sort of by what year were you here?
Well, I was back, I moved out in probably early 2000s.
Okay. Do you know where Polaris was, the school?
That sounds familiar.
It used to be a theater a long time ago, actually. It
Yeah.
was like
Oh, yes, I do remember the theater. Yeah.
yeah, it's right there on that frontage road off the highway.
Oh, was it Fireweed Theater you're talking about? Or
No, this one
Yeah.
was called, I think it was called Polaris
Oh,
Theater.
Polaris. Okay, yes.
Actually, no, I don't know what it was
Was
called.
it
Actually,
Polaris? I wouldn't say it was. Something with it.
it might have been.
Yeah, like very old. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it was like the Dollar Theater where they showed like old stuff. But yeah, here's
Yeah.
our production space.
Okay. Wow.
So, oh, it's okay. You can leave it on. We want an authentic taste of what's going on here.
Yes, that's cool.
So this is where we fill all the orders here.
Oh,
All the
wow.
blending happens in these mixers over. Where am I? Yeah, the mixer's right here. So we tumble all the different components together. So for
Okay.
Trieste, for instance, which is our flagship espresso, we mix Papua New Guinea, Colombian, French in equal parts, and then tumble it together in these cement mixers.
Okay.
Then over here's our bagging machine. So all the bagged coffees that are behind you come off of this guy. Sorry, so loud. But yeah, you can kind of see the bagger.
Okay. And that machine just like, does it automatically
This
bag
is
them?
Kurt, who bags your coffee.
Okay. Hi.
And he did all the art on the Black Cup bag.
Oh, awesome.
He's a great artist. So if you ever need any Alaskan themed art, he's your guy.
Well, people are attracted to those bags. They like that fishing artwork on there.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good
they like
feedback
it.
for you, Kurt. Yeah, he makes all the bags, so he's always super busy. And then, sorry, it's all crazy in here, but yeah, this is our filling area where all the orders will, get consolidated for delivery around Anchorage and Palmer and Wasilla. And all the mail outs go out in a different room, but you can see all the products we have. Syrup in the background.
Oh, yeah.
So we do all the cafe supplies for all of our wholesale cafe customers.
Okay.
So white chocolate powder, regular chocolate powder, smoothie mixes, tea, all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
So
and then
you
I'm going to
guys
take you guys out
literally-
to the new building real quick.
Okay. So
Hey,
you guys
here's-
are like a
here-
one-stop shop for everybody to be able to get whatever they need for coffee.
That's right. Yeah, we do it all. We deliver 5 days a week for just a $5 delivery charge for people. So it's really easy to get our coffee fresh from the roastery. Freshness is like really what sets us apart, where we get our coffee out to the customers within like 1 to 3 days off roast. So the coffee is just like extremely fresh.
Wow.
So that's a big part of our brand. But yeah, here's the new building that I'm going to take you guys into.
Oh,
So-
wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love how you guys have the sign like that. That's really cool looking.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice.
this is in the next few weeks we're moving in. Everything you just saw from the roastery to the production bagging area is going to go into this new space.
Wow. Okay.
They're actually about to pave, so you can kind of see they're doing some paving. This is where some some different partitions are going to be in the parking lot. But
Wow.
yeah, let's go in here real quick.
Okay, exciting. We get to go in before anyone else does, right?
That's right. No one's really been in here yet. It's kind of top secret, but I will give you a sneak peek.
Okay.
Let me see.
Excited.
It's open. Nice. Okay, here we go. So yeah,
You can
it's a
sit.
new 10,000 square foot warehouse. This is our opening or like kind of our lobby area. So we got this big goat
Oh,
here.
how cool is that? That's awesome. I
And it-
love that.
And it's backlit. Favorite features here. This is our original Kaladi sign that was on our cafe in the front that I just showed you.
Yes, very
So
nice.
that's hanging here. These are our, but yeah, this is gonna be the tasting room. So that room I just showed you, but this is gonna be the big new beautiful version of it. So we
Wow.
can do coffee tastings here on this bar. And there's gonna be a cupping table here that kind of spins around, and my sample roaster and everything's gonna be in this space.
And is the public allowed to go to this, or is it just for your workspace area?
It'll be a wholesale pickup. So any wholesale customer that wants to pick up coffee will be right over in this area. We're gonna have a desk. Oh God. They're sawing concrete. Oh, they're cutting metal. But yeah, it'll be open to just wholesale customers. Sorry, it's a construction zone.
That's okay. You sound a little blurry.
That's John back there.
You're sounding a little blurry right now.
Yeah, that's the worst sound ever. You gotta go away. Go on this side here. Thank God. But yeah, this is kind of where all the cafe supplies and stuff are going to be right here.
Wow.
So this is they're going to be like little either offices or little hangout spots.
Oh,
but
that's neat. How
it's
cool
pretty
is that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool because that's how green coffee is shipped around the world in these connexes. So it's kind of a cool tribute to that. On this
That's
side,
really neat.
this one has a window on this side, so it's pretty cool. It's a little window so you can go up there and like hang out and
That's
down.
awesome. Very
Look-
cool idea.
look down on where the roasters are going to be, which is right along this wall. So this is an afterburner. Burns off all the smoke and everything because we're right next to a neighborhood. So we want to be kind of mindful of that we're not producing too much smoke. So
Okay.
roasters going to be on either side of this. Both of those roasters I just showed you, they're going to get
Wow.
moved out here. And
That's
yeah.
amazing. That's a lot. That's very big.
yeah.
That's a pretty that's a huge space for you guys.
It is. It's a big step up. So we
Yeah.
needed this for a while. And then this is pretty cool. This is a mixer. You guys just saw those little dinky mixers that do 75 pounds. This one can do 2,800 pounds in one mix.
Wow.
It's called a
Wow,
Munson mixer. So this thing's huge.
that is humongous. Wow. That's amazing. This
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yeah, and then we're finally going to have a loading bay. That's what where trailers can come down and dock into the building, which we've never had either. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
pretty exciting as well.
I'm sure that is nice. That's awesome. This is
Yeah.
very exciting. This is awesome, Doug. What a
Yeah.
cool space. This is like really thought out and humongous. And you guys built this building, or was it already there and you guys just renovated it?
It's all brand new.
Okay.
Right. This was a barren lot just like a year ago, and then we've just been working on this since. I mean, maybe it's been a little bit longer than a year. It's been a while. It's been a long project, but
Okay.
yeah. And Michelle, who's our president, she's been really her and her husband Tim's our owner. He's half of the ownership is a guy named Tim Gravel,
Okay.
and then his wife Michelle's our president, and together they've been just really focused on this project for the last few years, and it's awesome to see it all take shape and
Yeah.
finally get out of our cramped warehouse and into a bigger space that's more efficient and functional for everybody, and it'll just be easier for all the wholesale guys to fill orders and everything with more space.
That
So.
is amazing. That is just an amazing spot. How awesome. I'm really excited for you guys. And it looks like you guys have really nice lighting in there, and it's easy for you guys to drive your machines around if you need to.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and there's in-floor heating, which is pretty cool. That's
Oh, wow.
for all the snow and stuff that's going to get tracked in here in the wintertime. It's going to, I guess evaporate up off the floor, which is kind of a nice
Oh,
feature.
that's a very good idea. So, what is the temperature like in Anchorage? Now, I do know, but can you let our viewers know what you guys have to deal with in the wintertime?
Yeah, wintertime, Anchorage is usually like 20 to 30, but it can get low. Like this last winter, we had some pretty cold stretches that were probably around negative 20 for like a big stretch.
Okay.
And so yeah, it was cold for us. And then we have places north of us like Fairbanks, which is known for being like the coldest place ever. It was like I think it got to negative 40 up there this last winter. So
Wow.
just
That's cool.
crazy. Yeah.
So now, do you guys still deliver even though it's very cold, or do you guys have to like regulate your schedule a little bit for the weather?
No, we're out there every day getting coffee out to people. So we just put on studs on our vans and yeah, make it happen.
Okay, see that this is a little different for, people out here compared to you guys. You guys just keep on going no matter what.
Yep.
So I do want to know, do people actually go to coffee shops when it is bad weather? Do they put on their boots and go, and do our shops open?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's we're pretty popular on some of those crummier days. Like a rainy day or yeah, really like blizzardy, cold, snowy day, we still see a lot of people in our cafes. Doesn't
Okay.
really doesn't really deter people too much because we're just used to it.
Right. Okay. That's interesting. So, now do you guys are you able to do like events out there, or are you guys now just so busy with, getting these packaging out to everybody? That is like the main thing that you guys do right now.
We still do a lot of events. So that truck that I showed you, our community truck, we're at events like every week. Especially in the summer. I mean, we can't drive that. That's like it's an old truck. That's an old fried chicken delivery truck that has like super not. It's not the best for like handling on winter roads. So that's only for summer events. But the yeah, we stay busy doing events all the time. We're at least in the summertime.
Okay.
Wintertime, I think we're going to try to do more stuff here in this space. I know our president kind of talked about doing some like even markets and like little events in this space since it's bigger and going to be just, more inviting for that kind of thing. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's exciting. That's awesome. And it's cool because we also see you guys on some very famous YouTubers. I was just talking about Truck Life. He
Hmm.
goes and gets coffee from you guys. Matter of fact, he did email you back the other day. He is a very busy guy, but he said he does know you guys and is very grateful for you.
Okay.
Um, and so it is fun to see your name out there, and people out here are just coffee lovers too. So they're very excited, to learn more about you guys and what you guys are about.
Hmm.
Um,
One thing
it's
too, you were kind of touching on the drive-throughs on the East Coast and how there's maybe not nearly as many as here. We are working with a couple that's going to be opening just north of Washington D.C. and
okay.
it's called Jittery Moose. And I've been working with them kind of on and off for the last year or so, but they've actually moved to Frederick, Maryland, I believe it is, and they're going to be opening a drive-through called Jittery Moose, and it's going to
Oh,
be an Alaskan theme drive-through. So they're going
oh,
to use our coffee and then a bunch of other Alaskan products.
that's
So
awesome.
they'll be sort of near you guys, but
We're gonna
um,
have to go visit them.
yeah, I'm pretty excited to see it all take shape, but I think their plan is to try to eventually have many locations. But they're going to start with one here. Neither of them came from a coffee background, but they loved Alaska and they came and visited Alaska all the time and just like really fell in love with our coffee scene and they wanted to create that there. So yeah, they even moved to a city where they saw there was kind of no other coffee competition and they're, building roots there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
here's
that's
Michelle.
so great.
Here's Michelle. She's in charge of our cool building.
Hey, Michelle.
She's busy lady. She's busy lady over here.
Yeah.
Oh, and then here's Tim. He's our owner here. I don't know if
Hey,
you can see him
Tim.
here.
Nice to meet you.
He's busy also.
I
He's
see that.
but yeah, he got he's getting his hands dirty here. He's like working on the building with these guys.
Oh,
Um,
wow. That's
yeah.
awesome.
He's not like an owner that just sits in his office. He's out doing it all. So
That's awesome.
and we like to have him. It's cool to have our owners right here and we can chat
That's
with them every day.
that is awesome. It's been so much fun, Tim. Do you still have more to show, or did you give us the whole grand tour here?
I think that's kind of, I mean, I'll take you upstairs real quick. We have
Okay.
a training classroom upstairs. I'll take you up there.
Okay.
And then I also have a coffee tree that's pretty cool that I've been taking care of for many years that I think is worth seeing. I just picked all the cherries off of it, so it's not no more cherries on it. But so this is our upstairs area. This got a retail. This is how we train anybody that wants to do trainings with us. This
Oh,
is a
wow.
training classroom. Oh, by the way, this is a recreation of our original coffee cart.
Oh, that's cool. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Very
Brad,
good.
yeah, made that. It's going to be maybe over in the new building in the lobby or something if we can find room for it. But yeah,
That's
um,
neat. I love that. That's really cool. Oh, that's a
yeah,
nice training center you guys have. That's really nice.
yeah. So we got all the stuff a cafe would need: espresso machine, grinder, hot water tower, coffee brewers. Um, so yeah, that's where we
That is
do.
wonderful.
Yeah, and then we have
That's
our
nice.
all of our meetings in here and stuff. It's just a good space for that. And then I'm going to show you this coffee tree real quick. This is Heidi. She's busy. um, but yeah, this is an old coffee tree. It's like 30 years old, maybe even
Oh,
older.
wow. Oh, that's
But
an actual tree.
yeah, so this is some here's some dried coffee cherries. Let me see if I can find them right here. These are what they look like all dried up. But
Oh,
um,
wow. That's interesting.
yeah,
That's
so
interesting.
it does okay. I mean, it doesn't get as much sun and warmth as it probably needs, but we got grow lights on it and try to take
Right.
care of it. But
That's
it's
cool.
it's one of my prized possessions.
It is, it's gonna outgrow your office pretty soon, it looks like.
Yeah, we had to prune it down already. It was like scratching the ceiling recently.
Oh,
So.
that's funny. That's funny. That's cool.
And then
So
these are
if you were to recommend a place to go to in Alaska to travel, where would you say?
I really like Homer and I really like Seward.
Okay.
Seward's like they're both fishing communities on the water. Seward's nice and close. It's like I think it's like 2 hours away from Anchorage, and
Okay.
then Homer is like a 4 hour drive. But Homer's really pretty because it has like a spit that goes out into the ocean,
Yeah.
and so there's like boardwalk kind of like businesses along the spit, and it's
Yeah.
just pretty awesome. So
That's awesome. That's so cool. That
yeah,
is great. Wow, that is amazing.
I think that's everything. You guys saw it all.
Yeah, that is an amazing tour. That is a lot. That is really cool. And I recognize your red and tan bags. Those are the camping ones.
Yeah, yeah. Let me show you those. Yeah, these are the adventure packs, which
Yeah,
are like
adventure
little
packs, yes.
filter packs that you just put in a mug, and you can take coffee anywhere. All you need is a mug and hot coffee or
Yeah.
hot water.
Yeah,
Yeah, coffee.
right.
And then this is our wholesale area. So anybody that's if they take all the orders, so you guys probably
Hi,
have
how are
talked to these
you?
guys before. This is
Hey
Ellie,
guys.
Santiago, and
Hi.
Dan.
Hi
Wow.
guys. That's awesome. Good work.
And then so when anybody wants to pick up orders, this is our little will call area. So people can
Okay.
come right in here too. But yeah. And then our shipping room. So this is where your stuff gets shipped out. This is
Okay.
Evan. He takes care of your orders. This is Julie with
Hey.
Alaska Company.
Hi, all the way from Connecticut.
You recognize it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
But yeah.
just got an order from you, I think. Yeah, we just got it delivered today.
Nice.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. This is where it happens right here. Hey, Brooke.
Awesome.
How's it going? Sorry, I'm doing a little tour. This is Brooke, one of our customers from Moose Pass.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. All the way from Connecticut.
You sit right on the cusp.
Oh, let me get you a big sign. You need a big sign?
He was asking me if I wanted one.
Okay, let me go find someone to help you. 1 second. I'm on.
Oh, no problem.
Where'd Reagan go? All right. Well, maybe we should wrap up here.
Okay,
But
that's no problem.
I think
Well-
that's everything. You guys have any more questions for me?
I am so grateful for this tour, and it was so great to talk to you, Doug. That was awesome.
Okay.
I mean, that is a major tour. We're gonna have to maybe do this again when we see you guys all set up in that new building, and
Sure.
and it's been so much fun. People really are gonna enjoy getting to know who you guys are and what you do, which is incredible. For 40 years, you guys have been working on this. That's a lot of hard work. So
It is.
And
Well, we
and your beans taste amazing. They're very good, delicious.
Good. All right, good. That's what we
Yes.
like to hear. We appreciate you guys selling our coffee.
Absolutely. And have a blessed day. And we guys wish you well this summer. Enjoy. All right, everyone. That was such a fun tour to be able to see their production, what they do. There's a lot that goes into a business and the operation behind it. The story and the history is really interesting. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did.